What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Big 22, Dominique Davis. Welcome to Conversations That Matters. Of excitement, enlightenment, and entertainment. You see, Gene is out today. I'm playing backup quarterback for Mr. 365, William Huzzy. He will be here. Chill. Today, we have a special show today. You know, our show is full of enlightenment, excitement, and entertainment. This show is a little bit more of enlightenment. And we're talking about diabetes. We're talking about diabetes, a pandemic, an epidemic in our Black community, as well as all communities. And we have to shine the light, get some testimonies and statistics on a matter that is a big killer in the United States. I have one of my long friends, Terail Lesane. He will be up here. Give it up for Terail Lesane. Gia. And with that being said, let the show begin. I'm going to have a selection, and we about to get into it. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah. Can't nobody do it like William. You know that.
Tired of getting shot at. Tired of getting checked by the police. Niggas need a spot where we can kick it. Spot where we belong. Just for us. They gotta get all dressed up and be Hollywood. You know what I mean? Where the niggas going with that?
Conquering lion.
That's why we go to Thug Mansion. That's the only place with free. Gotta be a G.
Hey.
At Thug Mansion.
Give him
a
the
place to spend my
victory.
quiet nights. Time to unwind, so much pressure in this life of mine. Our quiet times, I once contemplated suicide and would have tried, but when I held that nine, all I could see was my mama's eyes.
Hey, again and again and again. Hey, again and again. Hey, again and again. Cowards, they follow leaders. Leaders was led astray. Yeah. We going live, y'all. Yeah. Hey, how great
niggas need a
is
spot
our God.
Spot where we belong. That's just
How great
be Hollywood.
our God. That ain't the instrumental. How great, how great is our God. Hey. Cowards, they follow leaders. Leaders was led astray. Probably the reason why these cowards ain't breathing today. Women ain't having babies, probably never be raised. We're having technical difficulties. Anyway, we're going to keep the show going. The devil is a liar. And prayers up for Chewy as well. She's out. This is it. Far from a golden child, but I'm a chosen one. A lot of y'all gonna feel me. Know I relate to some. I'm drifting in the zone, feeling my pain so strong. Who knows how long we're on when death hits your happy home. Things has changed since the fall of the World Trade Jersey Turnpike. That sight don't look the same. Sometimes I ask God why he let it happen. It's a bite in the Big Apple and they ain't even happy. See, it don't get no worse. I'm in the country that rules the earth. What if the earth decides to turn on us? We outnumbered then. Damn. Things like that keep a black brother wondering. They want to injure me before I hit the industry, hoping that I rest in peace until I'm just a memory. Country, is you kidding me? Y'all cannot get rid of me. Here to be your misery to die. How great is our God? How great is our God? How great, how great, how great is our God? Somebody's going through something. lion. Hey, we'll break every chain. Sometimes you gotta make the sun cry. The conquering lion. Hey, we'll break every chain. Ooh, give him the victory. Hey, again and again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give him the victory. Again and again. Again and again. Praise God. Again and again. Hey, come on. How great is our God? How great is our God? How great, how great, how great is our God? Oh, Jesus. Hey, how I love the name Jesus. Every day. Hey, every day your name is the same. Oh, Jesus. Hey, how I love your sweet name, Jesus. Hey, every day. Hey, yeah. Every day, your name is the same. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Aye. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Welcome to Conversations That Matters, Season 3 Trilogy. And introducing the one and only, my best friend, William, main man Huzzy. Yeah, 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 yeah. What's up with you, man?
In full effect, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm like a backup quarterback, you know. I listen. I fumbled and intercepted a little bit, but we still won the game, though.
We still good money. We still good.
How you, bro?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking. It's been a wonderful week, man. It's been a busy week. Getting ready for next weekend.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
we got Thanksgiving on Susman Street.
Yeah.
We prepared to serve 300 people, so make sure you tell your family and friends, bring the kids out, the whole family out, get a plate on us. Thanksgiving on Susman Street. That's 301 Susman Street, Greensboro, North Carolina, in Hampton Homes, USA. That's what we call it on the south side, baby. That's where we be at. That's next Sunday. From we starting at 2. We're gonna go into the food run out, but we'll be out there about 5, 6 o'clock when the sun go down. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend, all right? Other than that, man, we're getting ready for December the 6th, the calisthenics battle. Yeah, we got the calisthenics battle in community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Another one. This the second one. The first one was major.
Monumental.
This one was, that one was monumental. This one gonna be legendary, man, because this one is for our people. This one is hosted by me and Officer Dixon. Shout out to Officer Dixon, Randy Dixon, my brother, man. Yeah. Shout out to man. So it's going down December 6th from 2 to 5 p.m. Once again at Susman Street Park. That's 301 Susman Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. So make sure you tell a friend about that one too. We calling out all the dogs.
All the dogs. We need dogs.
All the athletes, all the gym sharks, everybody that get busy with calisthenics, come out, compete, battle. And it's not about competing all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just about pushing yourself to the limits. That's why we call it Push It to the Limits.
Push it to the limits.
Last time, my brother Rambo. Shout out to Rambo behind.
Shout out to Rambo, man. Tonight, man. Shout out to Rambo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you for holding it down for us, my brother. But Rambo battle, we had Javian battle, we had Chico battle, we had Dixon battling, man. There was a lot of good battles.
Shout out to Dante too for his regiment.
Busy, man. I'm telling you. So it'll be a lot of challenges, man. It might be a time challenge. We're gonna have a push-up challenge for sure. We're gonna have a bench challenge this time. That's gonna be something new. We're gonna do bar work. So it's gonna be a lot of excitement. And plus we're gonna have a field day and the community workouts too.
Yes, sir.
So it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. We're gonna have music, fun, and calisthenics and bar work going on all day, man. So make sure y'all tell somebody, make sure y'all come out and support the cause. It's gonna grow bigger and bigger.
December 6th.
December 6th from 2 to
December
5
6th
p.m.
from 2 to
at
5.
Susan Street Park. That's
Susan
right.
Street
That's right.
Park.
That's right, man. But enough of me, man. How about you? How was your week?
I had a good week. I had a great week, man. I had a
Dope.
humbling week, man.
That's what's up.
Last week, I had a clean bill of health.
Nice.
I took a couple of essential tests that I was waiting to get back.
Okay.
Everything came back negative.
Good.
And I feel like Scrooge McDuck. I feel like Scrooge when he after those 3 dreams he had,
Yeah.
I woke up a new man. So I thank God for that, and I thank God for His deliverance. I thank God for His grace and mercy on Dominique Davis. And man, listen, I'm just so humble from those results. And hey, man, I'm just ready to take on the world, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talking about health, man. Shout out to my brother, Dr. Gene Blackman, who couldn't be here tonight, man. Having a few little issues, but he's okay. There's nothing to panic about. You know, my man good. He just need to take a night off, man. You know, he always working, always rolling. And then in this weather out here, it can get choppy. You know what I'm saying? I had a little cough throughout last week. You know what I'm saying? I've been on that night quit for about 4 or 5 days. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting better now, man. I'm getting better now.
Grandma call it pneumonia weather.
Yeah, you know, we be out there at Susman. You know, you get hot, you take the hoodie off, then you feel like, oh, the wind cut, you throw the hoodie back on. I said, no, I'm leaving it on today. I have a little long john shirt up under there. Nah, not today. He ain't gonna get me this week. So shout out to Dr. Gene Blackman. Shout out to him.
Prayers up for Gene and Julie.
Down for him, man. Y'all tune in. Make sure you share this live.
Share it live. Share it live.
This is an important episode. We talking about diabetes awareness. November is Diabetes Awareness Month, and we celebrating and bringing awareness to the community all month long. And when I say celebrating, we celebrating the ones that's fighting the battle.
Right.
We celebrating the ones that's pushing through. We celebrating the ones that's really in it. You know what I'm saying? And bringing awareness to people that might not know. You know what I'm saying? Let's inform, educate, not just entertain tonight, but we're going to educate and inform our community about diabetes because it's important for each and every one of us. We all have a family member or somebody close to us that's dealing with diabetes or diabetic. You know what I'm saying? So let's jump on into it, man. Without further ado, let's do it. Call the brother up.
Hey, yo, without further ado, my long, I can't call him lost friend, my current friend, my long-time friend. How about that? Terail Lesane. Give it up for Terail, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, sir.
What's up, Doc? How you doing? Good. Chilling, man. Yeah, definitely thankful to have you on tonight, man. But introduce yourself for the people who might not know who you are.
My name is Terail Lesane. I'm a native of Greensboro by way of Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
Me and Dominique grew up together. We met back in 1992.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, when we first met, we grew up in Claremont. We grew up in Claremont. I'm just gonna tell a little tidbit.
Do your thing, man.
So when we grew up in Claremont, the thing is, a lot of people would mess with us. So we new to neighborhood, people will bully you, they will try you, they'll test you.
Right.
A lot of people tested him.
Mm-hmm.
I was the one who protected him. A lot of people don't know that.
Word.
Yeah, he was my enforcer.
That's what's up.
You know, one thing I didn't like growing up, I didn't like bullies because I used to get picked on a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So it hurt my heart seeing Dominique and his brother getting picked on and getting bullied. So I stepped in, you know, looked out for them, and you know, they grew up into their own, and that's about it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, and that's the thing because I believe when did you move down from New York? You must say about 92?
No, 1990.
Oh, about 90?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And like you said, when you're new to a neighborhood or something, but you stepping up for your brother, that's big. That's big. And I'm pretty sure he returned that favor down the line as well. You know what I'm saying? In many ways, you know. In many ways. But that's definitely dope. Thank you for sharing that, brother.
He's still low, but
he's still low too.
I owe you forever for that.
I mean, we're brothers for life, so you know
that's a fact,
that
man.
Brotherhood is, you know, that's gonna be there regardless.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you for sharing that, man. So we all know what brings us here tonight. So where do you want to start? Now back then, was you a diabetic then, or you had no idea what diabetes was, or you didn't know what was going on with?
To be truthful, I knew what diabetes was because it runs in my family.
Oh, okay.
My mother had it, God rest her soul.
Oh, wow.
My uncle had it. I have relatives, my cousins. You know, it's hereditary.
Mm-hmm.
So I first learned about diabetes back in the fall of 1991 because that's when my mother was first diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up learning about it, learning about, you know, the diet, the insulin, checking blood sugars, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
However, I did not understand the depth until I was diagnosed. And I was diagnosed December 11th, 2001.
Oh, 10 years after your mother was diagnosed almost.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because it was 91 for her
Yes.
and 2001 for you.
Yes.
So how was that growing up when you know, a year here and then you find out your mother was diagnosed with it? Did you have to help her with anything, or did you witness a lot of things that she went through? So when, let's fast forward 10 years later, when you were diagnosed, was it I ain't gonna say easy or simple transition, because I know it's still scary, you know what I'm saying? But how was that transition for you?
I mean, to be honest with you, the transition was scary because some of the symptoms for diabetes is
Test.
some of the symptoms of diabetes is fatigue,
Okay.
frequent urination, fruity odor on your breath.
Okay.
There's like a white buildup on your tongue.
Oh, okay.
So, when my mother was first diagnosed, she was tired. She was going to the bathroom a lot. We didn't know what was going on until she went to the hospital. And then we found out, she was diagnosed. She spent a few days in the hospital. And then when she came back, it was a huge transition for all of us. Because the first thing that we had to do was we had to help her with her medications, draw up the insulin. We had to learn how to use the glucometer, which is the machine to check your blood sugars.
Okay.
And we had to look out for the symptoms of high blood sugar and low blood sugar, because with diabetes, low blood sugar and high blood sugar are dangerous. So there has to be a medium.
A balance?
Yes, there had to be a balance.
Okay.
And so when she would have her symptoms, we had to kick in the overdrive and like, okay, let's help Mom Dukes out, because that's all we got. So for example, when you have low blood sugar, the first thing they tell you is get sugar. As we learned, the thing that we used to do was, get some candy, get some juice, get soda. Well, as we learned is that, sugar and candy and all that junk is not sustainable. So we had to give her like fruit, like a banana, apple, something that's more sustainable, because
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because when you have like sugar and candy, it passes through your system and your sugar is low again.
Got you.
And also we had to learn about dieting, because the preferred diet for a diabetic is a modified carb diet. So that means
Modified carb?
Yes.
Okay. What's that?
So, there's a difference between good carbs and bad carbs. So white bread, potatoes, pasta, those are what you consider bad carbs. Now, like carbs like brown rice, there's certain types of potatoes, but I'm not sure which one. Please forgive me for that. But, healthy fats like nuts, like almonds, pistachios, walnuts. And then if you're going to have pasta, it has to be like brown pasta.
Wheat?
Yeah, wheat. Like whole wheat. Those are the healthy carbs for diabetics. And also when it comes to like proteins, lean meats like chicken, turkey, or if you're gonna do red meat, like a lean, like a lean red meat, like help me out here.
Lean red meat steak?
Yeah, like steak and Angus beef, things like nature.
That's fat, like a 97.3.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Good. So I know what the Tasha Cruz is saying. Nitric oxide, I hope I'm saying it right, is a common missing element in our diet. Research shows that as we age, we lose nitric oxide. That's what she was saying, nitric oxide.
Yes.
Yeah, you familiar with that or not sure?
I'm not familiar with that.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard about it, but I have not, done the research or delved deep into that. So, I'm not going to answer that question because I don't want to put out the wrong information.
Right. Got you. Marcus Hood, what's up, my brother? Diabetes affects a lot of us, including me, but I'm turning around. Good stuff, my brother.
Let's go, brother.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about.
What's up, Marcus?
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So when it all started for you, what were some of the major effects that you realized or symptoms that you realized with your personal journey with diabetes?
Good question.
Some of the symptoms I experienced was the frequent urination, the fatigue, dry mouth.
Now let me ask you something, because let's break it
Yes.
down for the people. Now,
Yes.
at this time, what were you doing in life? Was you just living? You was eating anything? You was enjoying life, partying? You know, what was going on in your life at that time?
Yeah, take us there, brother.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was just irresponsible as fuck.
Okay.
I mean, just to be honest with you,
and we all are. That's why we having
Yes.
the conversation. Yeah, for
I
sure.
was irresponsible. The thing is, with my mother having diabetes, the writing was on the wall. But the thing is, I didn't pay attention because, as a young person, you think, okay, I'm young, I'm full of vigor, I'm full of life. This is not going to happen to me. And then, when I started suffering the symptoms, the first thing my mother said was, go get checked out because you're suffering the diabetic symptoms. And then I went to go get checked out, and then I was hospitalized for like 7 days. And then once I was discharged, it was like a complete like 180. I had to change my diet, I had to exercise, I had to watch what I eat, and I had to check my sugar on a regular basis. And with diabetes is back then they didn't have the continuous glucose.
That's what this is, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have this thing right here, which checks it.
Oh, okay.
And right now my blood sugar is 136.
136. Okay, good.
Shout out to
So,
technology,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
Yeah. It wasn't none of that back then.
No, because
Yeah.
back then you had to carry this big bulky machine. You had to carry in your pocket. You had to prick your finger, and we out in public, it can get very messy. And so, with that, I had to, it was scary.
I'm sure it was.
It was scary, and then, but I had family support because my mother, she'd been through it, and she would get on me when I wasn't doing the right thing. But being young, you think you're invincible. I just didn't pay attention.
Got you. So take us back to that. Oh, no, I was gonna say for the people that don't know, and just like myself, take us back before you went to the hospital. What was going on to make you even have to go to the hospital?
That was my question.
Yeah, like
you was hospitalized for 7 days.
Yeah.
Did you pass out, or did they check your blood and hospitalize you? Then, like, what happened the day you went to the hospital?
Be honest with you, I went to the emergency room.
Because the way you was feeling.
Yes, the way I was feeling. And to be honest with you, if I didn't go to the hospital, it would have been, a whole lot worse because I didn't want to go.
So you pretty much made it just in time type
Yes.
of scenario.
Right.
Oh, wow. So when you get there, you're not even thinking about diabetes. You
No.
just thinking probably sick, feeling under the weather, like we all normally probably feel. So that's why it's important that we stress this part right here, because people might be dealing with it and think it's just a cold, or I'm just under the weather, or I'm just urinating just because I drunk a lot today or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be clear on that, on what made you go to the hospital. And then I'm going to jump into another segment about what can we do to prevent this. But at this moment, you saying you wasn't feeling good and you went to the hospital and they admitted you for 7 days automatically. Yes. What was the first thing they told you? Did they run a whole bunch of tests and they said, oh, you're diabetic, or wasn't that easy, or what?
The thing they did, they did a lot of tests. They did blood work. They took urine samples. They checked my blood pressure. I mean, they poked and prodded, put me under the microscope. And then, excuse me, after a couple hours, they came back. Mr. Lesane, you're diabetic.
1 or 2?
1.
And what is the difference? Can you explain to the people what a diabetic 1 is and 1 and 2 is, and which one is more dangerous?
Okay, there are 3 types of diabetes.
Okay,
there's type 1 diabetes, which is insulin dependent, which I am.
It's the more chronic diabetes?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's type 2, which is in the pill form. And then there's juvenile diabetes, which is young people who is diagnosed or born with diabetes at a young age.
Got you. So which one can you be born with it? Like
yes.
Oh, okay.
You can't be born with it.
All right.
I forgot. There's also gestational diabetes, which is more common in pregnant women. But once the pregnant woman gives birth, they no longer have it.
Oh, okay.
The child, but as long as they're in the womb, technically the baby has it. But once they birth the child, the baby doesn't have it.
No, I'm talking about the pregnant woman doesn't have it.
The woman gets it when she's pregnant.
Just when she's pregnant.
Yes.
Oh, got you. I didn't know that. That's deep.
Yes.
And which one is that? Oh, you don't know that?
That's gestational diabetes.
Gestational diabetes. Oh, that's good stuff,
I got
brother.
a quick question.
Yes.
Do you think when you was diagnosed, do you think this, I don't even want to call it an illness. Do you think diabetes saved your life? Would you be doing the things you're doing now if you wasn't a diabetic? Because sometimes what the devil meant for our bad, God meant for our good. So my question is, in your opinion, did diabetes save your life?
To be honest with you, it did, because
Praise God.
When I was going through the motions and go through everything, the leg loss, losing my mother, the whole nine, I just had to change my life, change my lifestyle, and change my decision making. I had to be more concentrated, more focused in my thought process, whatnot. And to be honest with you, if this didn't happen, I don't think I would have met you.
Wow.
Right.
And I don't think that we would have reconnected.
Wow.
And I met a lot of people throughout this journey. I joined AWOL Fitness.
Shout out to AWOL.
Yes, sir.
I met a lot of wonderful people during that journey. I spent 2 years at a rehab facility in Asheboro, after I lost my leg.
And you fought too, brother.
Yes. And it was a wake-up call, because, losing your leg and just going through that, I lost a lot of things that meant the world to me.
Wow.
Not being around my family, being around the people that I love, my old life. And, sometimes when you're separated from the things that you love and the things that you're accustomed to, it's a wake-up call.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Because, we walk around here thinking that everything's going to last forever, that, we're invincible, we're untouchable. And when I was first diagnosed, the first thing that the doctors told me was, if you're not careful, you can lose your leg.
Wow.
And the first thing I said was, that shit ain't going to happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And lo and behold, since that happened, I've been eating humble pie.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
Now, let's talk a little bit about that. When people lose limbs and things like that, what's the cause of that? Why do they take a limb or take a leg, take an arm or what have you? How does it get to that point? And what steps do you feel like a person that's in the same position you was when the doctor says if you don't stop, you can lose a limb or whatever have you? What is some of the things or precautions they gave you at that time that you could have stopped from even getting your leg amputated or whatever?
Okay, for me,
Was it gangrene?
It was gangrene, but we'll get to that in a second. For me, it was an ulcer that started on the bottom of my right foot. And I saw a podiatrist on a regular basis, and they told me, if you're not careful, you could lose a limb. And so this is why when you're diagnosed with diabetes, they always tell you regular doctor visits and check your feet.
Check your feet, like as a person, just look at your feet?
Check your feet.
Oh, okay.
So if you see any type of callus, any type of blemish, get that shit checked out.
Right.
Got you. Okay.
Because if you don't get it checked out, it could turn into an ulcer. And then, with diabetics, wound care is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're diabetic, it's hard for your wounds to heal. That's what they always tell you. When you're diabetic, avoid cuts because they're difficult to heal.
Oh, got you. Okay. So when you went to the doctor, you had the ulcer on your feet and you went to get it checked out. Yes. And then that's when they told you, okay, if you're not careful, we might have to take a leg.
Yeah, but in my case, it was also self-inflicted because at that time I was still being hard-headed. I ate what I want. I did what I want. And then when the ulcer developed into something serious, that's when I went to go get checked out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So how long was the ulcer there? Just me personally asking, like, how long was it there before? Because us as men, we'll handle that pain for a minute. Yeah. We like, it's just a little sore right now. Yeah. And then a year later, it's like, hold on, it's getting numb on me now. Let me go get this checked out.
And the thing is, for the ulcer, it was months. Yeah. Like it started like May of 2015 because my leg was amputated below the knee December 14th of 2015 that year.
The same year that you got the ulcer. So all this was in a span of 1 year.
Yes.
From you noticing the ulcer, going to get it checked out, them telling you, okay, be careful, to actually getting amputated. Okay. Yes. Wow. Yeah.
You want to go to the comments right quick? Got some comments.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll start Tasha Cruz said, I'm so proud of you for keeping life going. May God richly bless you in all your desires. Shout out to Tasha Cruz.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Tasha.
shout out to Tasha.
Dante Donnell. What up, Dante?
Dante.
Dante said, I feel it's best to eat and train like a diabetic so that you do not get diabetes.
Yeah,
Okay.
fact.
All right. King Tower said, God told black people thousands of years ago, don't eat pork. Shout out to King, which leads to high blood pressure and diabetes. Latoya Cruz, hey family. Hey
Yes.
Terrell, that's Toya.
What's up?
Marcus Hood, the Dexcom 9.7 monitor changed my life.
Wow.
And that's what you have, Dexcom 9.7?
No, I have the Libre Freestyle meter.
But it's similar monitor. It's just
Yes.
Okay, the glucose.
Different companies, different products, but they serve the same purpose.
Sorry, same purpose.
Janie Wesley, shout out to Janie Wesley. She said peanut butter for low sugar will also help.
Yes, that is true. But
Shout
also,
out to Miss Wesley.
Also, almond butter works too.
Almond butter?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
almond
okay.
butter.
It's a
That's
little
all
bit
I
thicker
got
than
for
peanut
right
butter, but you have to drink like a gallon of water after one spoonful, but it works.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Cool. Shout out to Janie Wesley, man. That's my girl. She donated a lot to the Thanksgiving drive that we got
Shout
coming
out
up,
to
man.
Janie.
Solid woman, minister, pastor in her community, serving the community and our people, man. But so we appreciate you. Thank
God
you for
bless
tuning
you,
in,
Janie.
Miss Wesley. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
all I got right here.
All right. So you said hold up on the gangrene. So you want to get a little bit more into that with the gangrene part?
Yes. When the gangrene kicks in, a lot of stuff happens before that.
Mm-hmm.
You get septic.
Okay.
That means that your blood is infected.
Mm.
In my case, when they before the amputation, they had to they tried to remove an abscess out of my foot.
This separate from the ulcer or all this?
Yes.
Okay.
Because my foot developed the abscess.
Abscess. Yeah.
And I had to have 2 surgical procedures to remove that.
Mm.
And those attempts were unsuccessful.
Wow.
So after those 2 surgical procedures, the gangrene sets in.
Mm. Wow. What was the time period from that? When the cyst, after the the ulcer to the cyst and then the gangrene? I know it was all in a year from you getting the ulcer and getting it amputated.
Now, if you want to go back to the timeline, it was Thanksgiving of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
That following Sunday after Thanksgiving, I just felt my absolute worst. So
Wow.
that Monday, I went to the hospital, and then they just kept me on the observation. Gave me some antibiotics, try to get the infection out, and also at that same time, I developed MRSA, so that didn't help.
Wow, yeah,
you been going through it.
Yeah, so that didn't help. And then within a 2 weeks time, they performed the 2 surgical procedures to remove the abscess out my foot, which was unsuccessful.
Mm-hmm.
And then they amputated below the knee.
Wow. So at this time, because I want to take people in there when you're going through this, because like you said, you went through 2 surgical procedures and they was unsuccessful.
Yes.
So they came to you, and what did they come to you with? Like, Mr. Lesane, there's nothing left for us to do but to take a leg or arm, but it had to be the leg with the ulcer and the cyst, the abscess and everything.
Yes.
So how did they come to you with that? And did you have any other options?
At that time, I didn't have any options. They just told me, Mr. Lesane, we have to amputate. Mm-hmm. We're sorry. We wish we could have done more, but if we want to save your life, we have to amputate below the knee.
Got you. Because if they don't amputate it, what happens for people that don't know?
If they don't amputate, you develop sepsis, and you're septic. You go into septic shock, and then that leads to organ failure, and that's it.
Wow.
So basically, the infection spreads throughout the body, throughout the blood, and the organs shut down.
Yes.
Wow. So that was the only option.
Yes.
And in that moment, what was going through your head?
Right.
I
cried.
I'm sure. Yeah. Sure.
I cried like my mama whooped my ass in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
I boo-hoo, tears, snot. Wow. I mean, to be honest with you, I faced a great uncertainty because I didn't know what life was going to be like after this.
Right.
And when you deal with such shocking news, you don't know how to react to that.
Right. Most definitely. And nobody can be prepared for that.
No.
You know what I mean? There's no way to prepare for it.
And it's coming so fast. Back.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I see your resilience though, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I witnessed your resilience because I see a lot of people on the corner from amputated legs just gave up.
Yeah.
You could have just gave up, got a sign, or just gave up and died. You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
But really,
facts.
but sometimes your stubbornness is good.
Yeah,
Like
for
I ain't
sure.
about to do that. Like diabetes ain't gonna beat me. And
No, it ain't.
you definitely show resilience, bro.
Yeah, for sure,
real,
man.
though.
Thank you for
For
that.
sure, bro.
For sure. And one thing I want to take us to, especially brothers, but women and all our people as one, because I'm sure all this played back when that doctor said, what we're going to have to do is take your leg. And I know it played back in you like, I could have prevented this. I could have stopped this. All those days you kept living the way you wanted to live, free will, making your own choices and decisions on how you wanted to eat, how you wanted to live. I'm sure all that played back. And we got to face ourselves in that mirror. At that moment, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, it's nobody to blame. I have to take full responsibility. I got to be accountable. I trust God. I know he got my best interest. So whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So in that moment, I want people to understand, like, we can do that now.
Yes.
We don't have to be forced into it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful at the same time. It's a blessing. You know, I know it was a hard time going through it, but it's also a blessing, like Dominique said, because you're helping other people now.
Yes.
And we appreciate you. So I want to make sure we letting the people know, like, you can make this decision today, tonight.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Don't wait till it get too serious. Don't wait to go to the doctor. What are things that we can do now? We know we talked about diet, but what are things that we can do now? Like, is this something that we all need to have? One of those devices to check the glucose? Is it time? Or can we just go check our blood pressure and things like that? What are things that we can do now or preventive measures we can take right now as a community?
Like you said, prevention is the key.
Yeah.
Number one, we have to pay attention to our family history.
Oh, wow.
Because diabetes is linked through genetics.
Got you.
So if someone you love or someone in your family has diabetes, now is the time to pay attention. And
so with that, do we just ask family members, ask your parents, ask your close family members? Because it's family members we don't know that might have it, or you might not know your father and he had it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to break that down for people.
You have to check your family history.
Yeah, for sure.
So if someone in your family has it, pay attention.
Got you.
Because when my family had it, I didn't pay attention. I didn't think,
right,
this ain't gonna happen to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the things that the risk for diabetes, number one, is obesity. So if you're overweight, definitely need to pay attention, because if it runs in your family, you're at high risk. Also, blood pressure, high blood pressure, and our diet. Because growing up in our culture, Sunday dinner.
Facts.
Sunday dinner, being a latchkey kid, the processed food, the hot pockets, the little Debbie snacks,
oodles and noodles,
things of that nature, and also food deserts. For example, let's take a look at Phillips Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
The last grocery store we had was Winn-Dixie, which closed in 1999, and then we had the Co-op, which opened in 2017, and closed in 2018, I think.
18, it didn't last long.
And if you look at Phillips Avenue, we have a Family Dollar, we have a Dollar General, we have 4 convenience stores, and a couple takeout restaurants.
Right.
The items that are sold there have no products of nutritional value
at all,
none whatsoever. If there's canned vegetables, frozen vegetables, things of that nature, it has preservatives and things of that nature, which also have no nutritional value whatsoever.
Right.
So if you look at all the large scale public housing communities here in Greensboro, Hampton Homes, Smith Homes, Ray Warren, Hickory Trails,
the same thing.
There is no grocery store within walking distance.
Right.
And so with that being said, but there's no grocery store within walking distance, we are only able to consume what's in proximity unless you have adequate transportation to go to the grocery store and have access to fresh produce.
Yeah.
So,
it's a domino effect.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And the demographic of where we're at, the section where we're at, is basically we're alienated from good things, but we can also still, still stay self-sufficient and still eating healthy.
Of course. I mean, because the truth of the matter is, when there's a will, there's a way.
That's it.
Right, there we go.
That's it.
Let's go back to that. There's a Chinese restaurant right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I noticed about going to a Chinese restaurant?
What's that?
Chicken.
They do not eat the shit that they serve us. If you notice that.
Oh wow. Mm-mm.
I mean, they don't eat the egg rolls, the wings, the
greasy stuff.
Right.
the sesame chicken, all that. If you actually pay attention to what they eat, they have the steamed vegetables, the steamed rice, things of that nature. They don't eat the shit that they serve us, and that's by design. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Chinese food, but I've learned that Chinese food spikes my blood sugar, so I don't really mess with it like that.
Right. Got you. Dominique, want to jump into some comments?
Yeah.
And then we're going to get into the challenges after, the application stuff.
Dante Darnell, powerful story. MT Seabrooks says, don't the sweet potato spikes your blood sugar?
I don't really eat sweet potatoes, but it's a healthy carb. But if you add the sugar, if for example, yams will, like candied yams will spike your blood sugar.
Right.
Okay.
But if you like a baked sweet potato or diced sweet potatoes, that's not an issue.
Okay.
Dante Darnell said genetics and family history is important. What you said, because oftentimes we don't break curses and change behavior, so everything stays the same. Dante Darnell also said, "When Dixie days, we all were in Claremont back then." Shout out to Dante Darnell, man. That's it. That's all I got from right now on my end.
Okay, I see some. MTC Brooks says having type 2 is scary. Having diabetes is scary. Lord knows. Is type 2 worse than type 1?
I mean, diabetes is dangerous regardless.
Facts.
But if you're insulin dependent, you have greater risk for the long-term damaging effects of diabetes. And that's something that we haven't addressed. Because with type 1 diabetes, well, all diabetes, the long-term effects are heart failure, kidney failure, you can go blind, traumatic limb loss. In some cases, you can lose your hearing. And for the men out there, you need to pay attention to this. Diabetes can also fuck with your sexual health.
Wow.
Because diabetes restrict your blood flow.
Oh shit.
So if you like to mess with the ladies, like to get busy, you might want to pay attention to that.
You're talking about like far as an erection or stuff?
Yes.
Like that? Okay, got you.
Stops blood flow?
Yes, because
so that could be a symptom?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just that once you have diabetes, it can mess with your sexual health, erectile dysfunction.
And Donna Strickland says, "God bless you and your strength."
God bless you, Donna.
And Marcus Hood, shout out to my brother Marcus Hood, said natural ingredients or diabetic best friend. No, it has to be balanced with a fiber and protein.
He's correct.
He's correct. Yes. Okay, shout out to Marcus Hood. Thank you for that information. I don't know if you read this one, Nick, but Dante Darnell said genetics and family history is important.
Yes.
You read that? Okay. Yeah. And Marcus Hood also said ultra processed foods are bad for diabetics.
Yes, that is correct. So
can you give us a rundown of ultra processed foods?
You got processed foods and ultra, because you explained to the people what processed food is.
You know.
Ultra processed.
Okay, anytime you go to the grocery store, you see a frozen pizza. That's processed food.
Gotcha. Okay.
So when you go to a grocery store and you see like the Tyson chicken tenders or the Tyson chicken wings, that is all ultra processed food.
Gotcha.
Because that is fried and then it's frozen.
Gotcha. So now if I cook some tenders at the crib from scratch and raw, and then I freeze them, that's different.
No, because just a tad bit, because what Tyson, the ingredients of the products that Tyson uses 10 times more dangerous than what we use at home.
Right. That make
basically ultra processed food, from what I've heard, it lasts longer. Any kind of food that doesn't spoil is ultra processed.
Yes.
Right.
If I can keep something in the refrigerator for 9 months, that's ultra processed.
No, that's a
real
fact.
food should just go dead in the next 6 days.
Right. So what are some things we can choose wisely in the grocery store? Like, what is your diet now? What do you look for? I know vegetables, salads, fruits and vegetables is always good, but some people get tricky on that because people think like fruit cups and fructose is not good for you as well. Sometimes orange juice, yeah. So
for my diet, let me give you a rundown of my diet. So when I go to the gym early in the morning.
Okay.
So for my diet, I have egg whites, I have diced chicken, and I have a bagel. And the only reason I have a bagel because when you're diabetic, when you exercise, your sugar drops. So that carbs, the carbs from that bagels gives me coverage so my sugar won't drop.
So you trying to find that balance,
Yes.
in a sense.
You got it to a T now, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
How often do you work out?
5 days a week. I go to AWOL Fitness. Shout out to Lynch.
Shout out to Lynch Hunt.
You get on my fucking nerves, but you know.
He said 5 times a week, Doc. I know that's right. It's people that don't even get out the bed.
Yes.
That look
Ain't no excuses, y'all.
No excuses. Yeah, I love that. I love that for you, man. Pedro Santez, what's up, my brother? Greensboro versus the world. Love you too, my brother. Yes, sir. So let's talk about, we talked about the diet and we talked about those things. So let's talk about the challenges you faced once you got your leg amputated or whatever. What was moving forward? What were some of the challenges? Now you trying to regroup.
Yes.
Now you seeing people that didn't know that you probably got your leg took or, didn't see you in that situation. So how did you deal with the challenges and what were some of the hardest challenges you faced when you was in that stage of your journey with diabetes?
Mental and physical.
Facts.
The mental part was, how do I navigate life in this new body?
Mhm.
Because, I was 37 when my leg was first amputated. So, having your body full intact for 37 years is a motherfucker. It's challenging. I had to learn how to live life differently. And I had to learn how to move around differently because now I got this wheelchair. So I had to learn how to transfer, which means move from this wheelchair to any furniture, maybe a bed, bathtub, another chair, or whatever.
Mhm.
And then, I spent 42 days in the hospital. And the majority of the time I was in the hospital, I was in physical therapy. Because I had to learn how to move differently and how to navigate life and how to bathe and dress.
Right.
Personal hygiene.
Mhm.
And you're the type of person that hate help.
Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you an embarrassing story.
Okay, go ahead.
When I was in the hospital, I had to do the number 2. And I had to do it in the bedpan. And I was unable to clean myself up. So the nurse tech had to come in and clean myself up. That was the most discouraging, demoralizing moment of my life because, I haven't had nobody clean me up since I was, a little baby. So to have someone to do that for you, it drained me. Yeah. So the next time I had to go use the bathroom, I had to clean myself up. Painful as it was, I reached behind, did what I had to do. I mean, because I said to myself, you know what? I don't want to feel like that again.
Speaking of pain, because and thank you for sharing
Yeah.
your comeback story with the world. You took your platform and you shared your comebacks. I see a lot of us just share our highlights.
Yeah.
You shared the lowlights and we've seen the highlights. I said it to say this: when it comes to pain, when you got your leg amputated and you got your prosthetic, was that like a hard thing? I know it was hard, but like the pain wise, when you first got your leg sized up, on you, how was that, man? Was it discouraging?
Actually, it was encouraging because once they say you're gonna get a prosthetic, you get excited, but you don't anticipate the physical therapy part because I'm still going through physical therapy because I'm not walking like I should. So if we want to talk about the process of getting a prosthetic, the prosthetic company comes in, they measure you, and then they fit you for a sleeve, which is the part you put on before you put the socket on. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they cast you for the socket, which is the socket is the part that you put your limb in. And then with during that process, the company at the time was Biotech. So they had to contract the company out in Colorado because I was so large and so heavy that they couldn't do it here in Greensboro. So that was a lot of back and forth between North Carolina and Colorado. That's the other side of the country. So that was a long process.
Was your leg still raw? Not raw, but was it when you got your prosthetic? Was your leg completely healed? This is the first question I always want to ask.
Yes, it was completely healed.
And how long did it actually take you to,
to walk, and do you still use it at times?
I mean, I use my prosthetic, but not as much as I should, and that's the accountability part about this whole process. I'm still working in progress. My story is not complete.
Amen.
Man. Yeah. So talk about that, man. So man, I just admire you, bro.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I
Yes, sir.
respect it, man. It's just like, and you still out here pushing the awareness for diabetes, man.
Yes.
And that's a
yes.
powerful thing. Did you when did you get your prosthetic leg? How long ago was that?
I got it in the fall of 2016. That was my first one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So within a year of your first amputation.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Okay,
the process was so long, and they had to correspond between here in Greensboro and in Colorado, because that was the only company at the time that was capable of outfitting me for a prosthetic.
Got you.
And I know you said they cut you below your knee first,
Yes.
and then so you had two amputations.
Oh yes. Yes. So after the first amputation, 40-something days later after the amputation, I developed a blood clot. So if anyone knows anything about blood clots are very devastating, and they eat away at the muscles, bones, ligaments. And so when I developed the blood clot, they I was rushing to surgery because I was at a facility in Concord at the time. So they rushed me to the hospital, and they had to do emergency surgery. So the morning after the surgery, I wake up. It's like, Mr. Lesane, we're sorry. This is all we can do. This is all we got left. Because the remaining calf muscle all the way up to my knee was gone.
The blood
Yes.
clot ate it all away.
Yes.
Wow. So you had another surgery.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, man. You're getting a lot of love in these comments, man. Marcus Hood said, thanks, Terrell, for your courage. Love you, bro. T Nice Bro said, you have a powerful testimony. I remember you from Page. Keep being you. Thank you, T Nice Rose. Thank you, man. Misha Dowling. Shout out to Misha. What's up, Misha?
Dalton.
This is part of the reason why I went back to school to study to become a holistic nutrition coach, counselor, to teach and inspire others on how to use food as medicine and eating to live, and to prevent many of the lifestyle illnesses that plague our community. Shout out to you, Miss Dalton. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is dope, man. Amon, what's up, my brother? Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. You get mad love in the comments, man.
Yes, sir.
What, as a people, when we have a family member that's a diabetic or someone close to us, or just in general, what are some of the things that we can help with, or some of the things you felt like you went through that the community didn't help you on, or your family couldn't help you out on, or something that we might not know is helping you as a diabetic, as a community? What can we do to play our part outside of ourselves?
Good question.
Number one, engage in dialogue.
Okay. Break that down for people that might not know what that is.
When we talk about engaging in dialogue, hey, how you doing? What was your last A1C? When was the last time you've been to the doctor?
Gotcha.
How's your sugars running? How's your diet?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need help? Do you need encouragement? Things of that nature. Because when I was first diagnosed, I was very defensive, very apprehensive. So when people ask me questions, I didn't say nothing. I was like,
Right.
Mind your business.
Right.
And the thing is, that was my biggest regret.
Biggest regret?
Yes, that was my biggest regret, because if I had, if I had engaged in dialogue then, I would have been further along now, and I probably wouldn't be in this situation.
Wow. Why is that? Break that down for us. Because people was asking you what you need. People was trying to motivate you to do stuff, and
people offer support, but at that time,
you didn't want to be bothered.
It's not about being bothered. It was, I just bared this burden by myself, because I felt, I was alone, even though my mother had it, my family had it. No one understood what I was going through at that time. So, I became a shell of myself when it came to me being diagnosed.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
And I get it. Like you've always been a person that loved to help but hate help.
Yes.
Right.
So it makes you feel like less of something when you need help. So it's not anything wrong with help, but I'm still trying to.
Of course, but at the same time, it was a shame, the embarrassment. I don't want nobody in my business, because I felt like no one truly understands what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we at the last 6 minutes before we wrap, and we appreciate you, brother. Let's give it up.
Yes, sir. What a great episode.
So before we wrap, And before we get to the last word and what you want to share with the community and give your last remarks, I want to talk a little bit about the mental health side of it. And I know Dominique talked about that earlier, but how did you deal with it mentally? And what's some of the things that you pushed through with on your own? Did you seek therapy? Did you have somebody to talk to express yourself to, or you just kind of held everything in, or you got closer to God? What were some of the things you dealt with eternally and mentally in this situation?
To be honest with you, I saw a therapist when I was in rehab, and that made a world of a difference because I learned how to cope, how to deal with my feelings, how to deal with my emotions. God also played a part.
Most definitely.
Because he gave me the courage to push through. Because, you know, this is devastating. This right here breaks people.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, by the grace of God, you know, I had the strength and courage to fight through because, you know, I could have said, you know, fuck it and just give up.
Right. So that's the thing about it is, and that's what I'm trying to motivate, because it's probably somebody watching right now that's in that place that you were at. And I want to give them the motivation and the courage to keep on going, keep on fighting, and be resilient, such as yourself. You know what I'm saying? So what is a few words you would share with them in that dark place that they're going through watching this right now?
That's good.
Number one, take your ass to the doctor.
Thanks. Gotcha.
Go to the damn doctor. Because here's the thing. Doctors do not know everything, but here's something that you have to understand. You are your own advocate.
Fact.
No one knows your body better than you.
Right.
So go to the doctor. And also, when you go to the doctor, tell the truth. Be forthcoming about information. Because here's the thing. Numbers never lie. So when that blood work comes back and all the tests and examinations, you tell the doctor one thing, and the numbers indicate something else, you know, you're out there looking foolish.
Right. Yeah.
But also, we have to talk about diabetes by the numbers. And
got some info for us?
Yeah, I got some information.
Okay. While you doing that, Dr. Gene Blackman, what's up, my brother? Dr. Gene Blackman says, you are truly a strong brother. I have nothing but love and respect for you. Appreciate that, man.
Dog, get well, dog.
Lacey Little says, my buddy. Shout out to you. Travis
Lacey.
Gilmore. What's up, my brother?
What's up, Lacey?
And that's all right now. Go ahead.
So if we're going to go over the numbers, 38 million Americans have diabetes. So that's 10% of the nation's population.
Facts.
1 in 10 American adults have diabetes.
Wow.
1 in 2 adults have diabetes, don't even know they have it.
Hold on. Let's stop right there. Because we talking to you and myself and everybody up here. We're not innocent either. So you said 1 out of 2 is the diabetics or have diabetes and don't even know it.
Yes.
So basically that's okay. That's over 16 million people that don't even know they got diabetes.
Exactly. Right. And also, diabetes is called the silent killer.
Wow.
And it's called a silent killer for a reason. Because with diabetes, like I said, like I previously mentioned, it leads to heart failure, kidney failure. You can go blind. You can lose a limb. You can lose your hearing. It affects your sexual health.
Yeah.
And it also leads to organ failure.
Wow. You got some more numbers?
Yes. 537 million adults worldwide have diabetes.
537 million?
Yes. And by 2030, that number is going to increase by 106 more. So we're talking about 640 million.
Will be diabetic. Diagnosed with diabetes. Now, what's the difference in our community? Speak to our community right quick. Do we know, is that just as a whole, as Americans? Is that as far as the country, or is that the world?
The 537 million? That's worldwide.
Worldwide. Okay, got you. And that's the scary part, man.
Yeah, that's the scary part. And here's also numbers about diabetes. The United States is 4th in the world in diabetes, behind China, Pakistan, and India.
Who's number 1? China. China's number 1?
Because the population.
The population. I was about to say,
probably per population.
Per population,
Yeah.
They
got 2
because I know we got some of the most terriblest food in our country, so I thought we would be number 1. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for sharing that. Nisha Dowling says, gratitude to you for using your story to inspire others. Your impact, courage, and determination is admired and truly honorable. Alfred Gilliard says, stop eating fried foods and baked meats with a drip rack to remove the grease. Exercise to reduce high glucose levels. Also leave sugary drinks and snacks alone. Oh, good stuff, my brother. Dante Donnell says we need gardens and lifestyle changes. And he also said earlier we need to start growing our own food.
Yes, that is so true.
That's a fact. Lacey Little, what up, baby? She says, hey, I'm so proud of you. You're one of the most strongest people I know.
Yes.
I remember the beginning. I visited you after surgery. You have come a long way. Hats off to you. Much love. Yeah, appreciate you, sis. Thank you for that. Yeah, man, you're getting a lot of love out there, man. How that make you feel?
I feel encouraged, but the truth of the matter is we still have a whole lot more work to do.
That's a fact.
Come on now.
So, like, for example, what you guys doing at Susman Street Park, that's a start.
Yeah. Exercise and working out.
Yes.
Yeah, fitness. Yeah.
We have to get the kids outside. We have to get them outside more. We have to get them active because they got tablets and they have access to all this junk that we didn't have access to. So that that also plays a part.
Right.
And if you know your diet's bad or you have a bad family history, now it's time to take that change.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, numbers never lie. So anytime there's a free health clinic or a health screening, take advantage of that. Remember back in June, we had the AWOL outreach event.
Right.
It's better to know.
Yeah, super dope too.
And
they was checking it right there on the spot.
Yes, those type of events make a world of a difference.
Facts.
But also information and education, because there's a lot of myths and misinformation about diabetes.
Yeah.
So we have to educate ourselves.
Most definitely.
The smartphones, that's a start. Google, that's a start.
Mm-hmm.
And also, there's several websites we can go on to. The American Diabetes Association.
Shout out
diabetes.org. And there's another website, doihavediabetes.org.
Okay, got you.
And there's just so much information out there. We just have to we have to go out there, utilize it, take advantage, and we have to engage and hold each other accountable.
That's right.
Because my biggest failure was I didn't take advantage of that. I was apprehensive, defensive about opening up and talking about it. And we just have to be engaging and be like, look, how you feeling?
Right.
How's your sugars? How's this? How's that? And also, once you're diagnosed, it's not the end of the world.
Got you.
Because even though there's no known cure for diabetes, there's a lot of things that we can do to prevent the amputations, the losing the eyesight, the heart failure, things that nature.
Things of that. Yeah.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this, because a lot of people think just because they work out that they're good, but they want to eat whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you have people that might eat better but don't exercise or practice fitness. Are those two in the same? Do we need to do both, or it's just all about eating?
No, you need both.
Both.
I think eating is 80% of it.
Yes.
Yeah, facts.
It's actually 90% of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So the fitness part just comes along, but the eating
Yes.
is the main thing. Watching what we eat. And like Misha said, we got to eat to live. A lot of us eat to die. And we're killing ourselves with this food, man. So that's very important. Go ahead.
I got a quick. You got a gentleman you got your comrade out here. I want to bring him up. I'm just spontaneous.
Come on.
Yeah, come here. I want to let you introduce yourself and let me know how you guys met. Take your time, man.
Thank you.
You weren't gonna get off this easy.
I was getting comfortable back there.
Yeah. So introduce yourself for people that might not know who you are.
Yeah, my name is Brady Ballard, and I've lived in Greensboro for the last 12 years, and met Terail at the gym.
Oh, wow.
We were talking about right on point.
That's what's up.
And I was just inspired. I'll tell you if I can, just for one quick minute.
Yeah, take your time. Go ahead.
We're at the gym, and I didn't know Terail, and we didn't know a lot of people. My wife and I like to go together, which is kind of a fun thing. And we see Terail in his wheelchair, and he's out there exercising early in the morning, and it was just inspiring. And my wife and I both, when we noticed you, were like, man, we need to get to know this guy. Who is this guy? It's hard enough to sometimes get our butts to the gym, and this guy's got no excuse, and we just wanted to get to know him, his story, it just tells you the mental aspect of where he is at. And it was inspiring, we just wanted to be around it. That's how we started meeting Terail. And we don't want to, go up and ask him his entire story. So
Right.
we were just, we're buddies first. And as time went on, he was kind enough to share some of his story with us.
That's what's up, man.
So, yeah.
Have you dealt with diabetes close in your family or anybody around you?
It's interesting as we're sitting here and we just had a brief conversation before. I know diabetes is in my family. Like I could think of, I need to call my mom on the way home and be like, hey, what is our family history? I don't know a ton about our family history of diabetes, but it's, it's eye opening. Sometimes we just don't think about it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
For the whole reason we're doing what we're doing today is we need to be aware.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, as a friend and as a brother, can you share some kind words to your friend right here to keep him going, to keep him motivated, or just how he inspires you? I know you shared a little bit about how you met him, but give him some kind words of encouragement if you can.
I will, but he's the one that gives it out. He doesn't expect it back. He's a giver, first of all. I see the way he interacts with not just me, but other people at the gym. That's just who he is. He's thoughtful. He's caring. He's, in this world where we're so easy to be looking inward, he's always looking outward. He's messaging me at 11 o'clock at night about my football team and how they need to shape up a little bit, or the basketball team's not looking so hot. What are we doing? So one of the things that I really appreciate is his just demeanor, his kindness, but no, he's very self-motivated person. You can tell he's been on a journey.
Yeah, that's a fact. And one thing I see, we all take life for granted. We take things for granted every day. And it's kind of like what you're saying, man. And I appreciate people like you. When I'm in the gym and I see people that might be missing a limb or just not might be as such as myself, and you just look at them and they give you that motivation, like, man, what is my excuse? You know what I'm saying? I'm up here complaining about something that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? And I see what you go through and what you deal with, but how strong you are and how you keep pushing through adversity. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't it. You might face something tomorrow that we might not know about. And you face things every day that we all don't know about that you probably don't want to share. You know what I'm saying? And that's the motivation that we all get from you, brother. So I want you to keep inspiring. Keep making people aware. Keep doing what you're doing. You chosen. You know what I'm saying? And I see the anointings and the favor of God on you, brother. And you said one thing when Dominique asked you a question. You said, ask you, do you think this situation saved your life? And you said, yes, I did. So that just giving God that glory, man, that is powerful within itself, because that takes a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people might say, well, nah, man, I wish it was this. I wish it was that. I regret this. I regret that. It seemed like you live with no regrets, my brother. And that's the power in your journey. You know what I'm saying? To touch others. So I just pray that you keep doing what you're doing, man. And you inspire us all. And we love you, my brother. For sure. Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming up and sharing your story.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
With our brother as well, man. Thank you.
Shout out to Brady, man.
For sure.
Let's give Brady a hand clap.
Shout out to the livest audience in the city.
Something spoke to my spirit and asked that young man to come up here.
Yeah, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So before we get out of here, you got any closing remarks?
Yes. I forgot to mention someone who's very inspirational throughout this whole process. He's no longer with us. Mike Fields at Coach Mike at AWOL.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Mike, man.
God rest your soul.
Fly high, Mike.
God bless. Rest in peace, King.
When I first joined AWOL, he was the one that took me on his wing. He protected me. He guided me. He held me accountable. Because, him and Lynch are two different. Mike is a nice one. Lynch is a mean one. So, so they the yin and yang. And so when Mike passed, that hurt me to my soul. So that hurt me to my soul.
Word.
And also that inspires me because I still hear his words every day. Let's go, T. What you doing, T? Keep going, T. Because at the gym they call me T. That's the nickname that Coach Mike gave me.
T Money.
Yes. So shout out to Coach Mike. Shout out to his wife, Aisha. And shout out to AWOL because AWOL is a fellowship.
That's a fact.
I mean, we encourage each other, we get on each other's nerves, but at the same time, we hold each other accountable. And accountability is the key. I mean, if we don't hold each other accountable, what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
What we doing, man? What we doing?
We're wasting each other's time. And the thing is, if we don't hold each other accountable, we can't move forward.
Right. That's beautiful, man. Thank you for sharing that, man. And if you tuning in, I hope you took something out of this episode tonight. It was very encouraging. It was very powerful. It was informative and educational as well. And we just wanted to take the time to use our platform to give back in celebration of and in honor of Diabetes Awareness Month. And November is Diabetes Awareness Month. What's crazy, I never knew that until Mr. Lesane shared that with me. And he wanted to come on and speak to his people, man. So just the power in that,
Definitely
bro, reaching out
and
saying, yo, we need to do this. And he was on me for a couple of weeks, and I'm glad we made it happen, man. If anybody out there dealing with diabetes or a family member that's dealing with diabetes, man, stay encouraged, stay prayed up. Let's do better as a community and hold each other accountable. Let's do better. Let's eat better. Let's eat to live instead of eating to die. Let's work out more. Fitness and fellowship on Sundays. AWOL Fitness. There's plenty of gyms out here that you can join. There's things that you can do. Just take a walk. Just get an orange and an apple instead of a donut and a honey bun. There's so many things that we can do on our own. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that this episode was very informative for you and your household. Thank you all for tuning in. Dominique, any last words, my brother?
Oh man, I like to get a shout out to you first and foremost, for being an advocate and just being a warrior. My last words is, sometimes we can disrespect our health, and then when our health disrespect us, we become victim.
Oh man, come on.
A lot of times we do disrespect, and I'm talking to Dominique. Sometimes we disrespect our health, and then once our health starts disrespecting us, we become the victim. And if you hear me from ear or see eye and listen to this gentleman right here, you still have a chance.
That's
and
right.
Sometimes this might be your final call. So it's a wake up call for just as well as you as myself as well. And I'm just glad that you came, brother.
Yeah,
sir.
For sure. Any last words?
Stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Go to the doctor. Be truthful. Hold yourself accountable and take action.
That's beautiful, man. We appreciate you, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to this amazing episode, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything that you're doing for the community and serving your people, man. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for your amazing testimony. Thank you for your resilience and the power that you hold, man, that God bless you with. You a chosen one, man. You here for a reason, so keep doing your thing,
And I would love to come back.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Anytime you ready, you can come back anytime.
Because there's a diabetes educator I would like to bring, and there's a couple of medical professionals who can shed light and share more in-depth information that I cannot provide.
Got you.
Love that,
you
man.
did an amazing job with the information you provide. Thank you, my brother, for sure.
Yeah, yes, you did.
That's what's up. Let's give it up for my brother.
Shout out to Brady.
Shout out to Brady. Yeah, shout out to Brady. And Brady, we do have a fitness and fellowship on Susman Street Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. We'd love to have you and your family come out there, participate with us, and I guarantee you'll love it, man. Guarantee. Yes, sir. We'll talk after the show's over with.
Yeah,
we'll trade numbers, man. All right?
We appreciate you, man. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for another amazing episode. I'm trying to get the sounds right. Y'all know what time it is. Give it up for the one and only, my brother, Dominique Davis, y'all.
Yeah. The conquering lion. Yeah, he did. We'll break every chain. Sometimes you gotta make the song cry. The conquering lion. Yeah. We'll break every chain. Ay. Give him the victory. Again and again. Give him the victory. Yeah. Ay. Again and again. Ay.
Far from a golden child, but I'm a chosen one. A lot of y'all gonna feel me. Know I relate to some. I'm drifting in the zone, feeling my pain so strong. Who knows how long we're on when that bitch a happy home. Things has changed since the fall of the World Trade Jersey Turnpike. That sight don't look the same. Sometimes I ask God why he let it happen. It's about in the Big Apple, but I ain't even happy. See, it don't get no worse. I'm in the country that rules the earth. What if the earth decides to turn on us? We outnumbered then. Damn. Things like that keep a black brother wondering. They wanna injure me before I hit the industry, hoping that I rest in peace until I'm just a memory. Country, is you kidding me? Y'all cannot get rid of me. Here to be your misery, to die before I'm conquering lion. Woo! Hey, shout out to Terrell. We'll break every chain.
Conquering lion.
Shout out to everybody that's resilient, just
Yes.
going through something.
Fact.
The conquering lion.
We love you all. We love you all. Most definitely.
We'll bring every day. Hey, hey, give him the victory.
Hey.
Again and again. Give him the victory. Hey, again and again. Hey. Sir. How great is our God? How great
Yes.
is our God?
Clap your hands. Clap your hands.
How great is our God?
Amen. Amen.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey.
Let's
Hey.
go.
Hey. Talk that talk, King. Hey. Hey. Sing it, King.
Woo!
Let's go, King.
Hey, every day,
Yeah.
your name is the same. Woo!
Sing it, King.
So you got a crowd, dog.
Yeah.
How I love my name, Jesus. Hey.
Yes. Yes.
It's
good.
God is good. God is
Love
good.
you, my brother.
Love you,
Doing
love
your
you,
thing.
love you,
Keep
love
pushing,
you,
man.
man. I
Feel
love
that
you.
love.
Love you,
That
love you, love you.
Yes,
love you,
sir,
love you.
man. We here with you, man.
Conversations that matter.
Yeah, season 3, the trilogy. Give it up for my brother Dominique Davis, baby.
Give it up for William Hudson. Give it up to Terrail Brady. It's not the real ball.
Lesane, baby. Yes. Yeah. We love you, brother.
My daughter gave me these boots for
Yes,
Father's Day.
sir.
Didn't expect much,
Yes,
but
sir.
Velcro and a
Thank
zipper.
you. Thank you.
We'll catch y'all next week.
Yes,
Same
sir.
time, same place. And it's just like that.
Good. When that spirit take over, it's, thank God.